Hi and welcome everyone. So today I am going to tell you about the multiplexer. So multiplexer, it is a device which selects one out of several inputs and forward it to single output line. This is the diagram for the multiplexer. So here are many inputs and it selects one input from by the help of the select lines and it gives one output to the output line. So by the help of select lines it selects one of these inputs and forward it to the output line. MUX is the short form of the multiplexers and it is also known as data selector because it is selecting from many datas. A single data is selected by the help of this multiplexer. By the help of this multiplexer we can select the value which we want to select. Now let us design 2:1 multiplexer. Here 2 indicates the number of inputs and 1 indicates the output. So by the help of select lines we will be gonna decide which if this value should be given to output or this value should be given to the output. And here see that this is the formula to derive number of inputs or number of select lines. 2 raised to the power m is equals to n. Here m is the number of select lines and n is the number of inputs. If we know about the number of select lines, we can easily find the, see, 2 raised to the power 1, here select line is 1, is equals to the number of inputs. So 2 raised to the power 1 is 2 only, so the number of inputs are 2. So by the help of this formula, if we are given the select lines, then we can find the number of inputs, and if we are given the number of inputs, then we can easily find the select lines. So now let us see the function table of this multiplexer. See, if we give 0 to this select lines, if we enter the 0 here, then it selects, it gives I0 as the output value, it selects I0, and if we give 1 here, if we type here 1, then it selects I1. This is how this functions. So this is the function table. See, if we give S0 to the 0, if we give here 0, then it selects I0, then it selects I0, and if we give here 1, then it selects I1. The logic expression for 2:1 multiplexer is y is equals to S0 and its complement into I0 plus S0 into I1. See, S0, the complement of it is, see, whenever we are given 0, then we type as its S0 complement, and if we are given 1, then we just simply write S0. See that if here is 0, then we write that S0 complement into I0. It is like written like this. And see, if here in this second we don't have 0 here, so we write just as S0 into I1, S0 this and into I1. So this is the logic expression for 2:1 multiplexer. So multiplexer is a device which selects one out of several inputs and it forwards it to the single output line. So it selects from the many inputs, a single input is being selected and it is given to the output line. So by the help of select lines, it is being decided that which input should be given to the output line. So, and after that we learned that 2:1 multiplexer, here 2 indicates the number of inputs and 1 indicates the output. And this, and here is the formula to get how many select lines we have to take and the number of inputs. So by the help of this formula we can find the number of input and the number of select line. If one is given, then second one can be easily found. If select lines will be given, that we can easily find the number of inputs, and if number of input are given, then we can easily find the number of select lines. After that we learned the function table. Function table, if we give here 0, then it will be gonna select I0 and it will be gonna give I0 to the output. And if we will be gonna select, we will gonna write here 1, then it will be gonna select I1 and output here will be I1. So it depends upon the select lines that which input will be gonna come to the output line. 0, then it will be gonna give I0, and if we will be gonna type 1, then it will be gonna give I1 to the output line. And after that we learn that logic expression for 2:1 multiplexer. So this is very easy. S0 complement into I0 plus S0 into I1. So this is the logic expression for 2:1 multiplexer. If we are, whenever we have 0, then we write that its complement S0 complement, and whenever we have 1 here, then we just simply write S0. So this is how we can write the logic expression for 2:1 multiplexer. And I hope guys you have understood it completely because it's so easy to understand. And thank you everyone for watching.